Hey everyone, it's me Vanessa. I want to make a weekly update about my weight first because I was sitting right over 150 pounds. So this morning I weighed in at 150.4, so I'm down 1 pound for the week, and my goal is to get under 150 this week and stay there and not go right above 150 again. So that is good. And I comfortably, dropped my calories a little bit. I did notice that I have to shift some calories around and I have to go lower during the week than I normally did before because yes, I am still running, so I'm going to be doing the Belvita. I do like a Belvita right before my 30-minute run on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then Saturday I have a different Belvita. So I do that. But before I was doing like a granola bar before my weight training, and I continued that to finish off the granola bars. And so I'm just going to nix those out this week. There's no reason to eat more for just bar blend because it is a 30-minute workout and it's not high intensity like Shanti's workouts and stuff. So I don't think I need the added calories. So I'm just gonna cut those out this week and see if that helps me drop lower this week compared to last week. Now, as far as my half marathon training, that's going really well. I did run 4 miles on Saturday, and this Saturday I have to run 5 miles. And then bar blend went well. I completed week 2 last week of that. I am noticing that I can move a lot more gracefully than before, and I noticed with certain movements, especially from a curtsy to kick, I was falling all over the place the first week. The second week, I was able to remain balanced longer and more often. So I did really good on balancing this past week. This week I start week 3, so I'm excited to see the changes. I did get 1 kilogram weights, which is 2.2 pounds. I had to get lighter weights because all I had was 3s and 5s. And the 3s I just could not hold up for that long. So that helped. I'm gonna try to use some of the 3-pound dumbbells this week and see if I can increase a little bit. And if I can't, I just drop back down to my 2.2 pounds. But yeah, everything's going well. Now, I do want to discuss this week for the topic about revisiting triggers. Triggers are something that I have learned throughout this whole journey, especially in maintenance. Weight loss, it was a big deal, right? But maintenance is just as big of a deal to maintain your weight and to avoid things that cause triggers of overeating and binging. I am a recovering binge eater. I guess you could say I'm always going to be a binge eater, but right now I do everything in my power to avoid binge eating. And so that's kind of why I say recovering. So it's a struggle. It is definitely a struggle. But one thing I have learned is that with binge eating, I have to avoid certain foods because those foods I cannot control portions and I eat a lot of. And one of those foods was oatmeal cookies. The oatmeal cream cookies, I think it's Little Debbie. I think that's who has it. But I bought those this past week because I was like, you know what? Let me just try it. And I like to, every few months to every year, I like to revisit certain triggers to see if they still have that same effect on me. I did the same thing with Cheez-Its. Before, I would binge on Cheez-Its. Now, I don't. So I can have like a serving of Cheez-Its and I'm done. But in the past 2 days, I ended up eating 9 of those cookies, which that is a trigger for me still. So I had 6 the first day, and then the last 3 I had to say no, I cannot, because I actually took 3 out of the pack. It's a pack of 12, right? I ate 9 of those cookies by myself. So I had to take 3 of those cookies out and give them to someone else and just get rid of them because I just could not control myself with those particular cookies. There's same thing with the little Keebler Elf striped cookies. I did the same exact thing where I just could not control my portion. I would have that actual cookie, and then like an hour later I would want another one, and then an hour after that I'd want another one. And so it's a chemical thing. I really believe that it's just a chemical thing. I relate it to my childhood, and that's what causes me to binge on them. So that is again a no-no. I will not be buying those again. I did get a few little treats that I wanted to try. I don't know if you guys have ever tried these, but now talking about the oatmeal cream cookie, there's this one right here that I wanted to try. Finaflex is the brand. I've never tried anything from this brand, so I don't know how they taste. And I'll keep you guys posted on my social media. But this one has 310 calories, 15 grams of fat. Dang, that's a lot of fat. But I thought, you know what? I like the oatmeal cream cookies, but I can't do the Little Debbie's. So let me try this. So I have this for some time on a weekend. And then I love Lenny and Larry's. These are the ones that I can have and I'm good. What I'll do is on the full cookie that's 400 calories, I will cut it in half and I will have half of the cookie, which is a serving of 200 calories. And I'll just do that for a snack if I want something a little sweet, because it fills me up. That's the one thing that I love about these things is they fill me up. So I got 3 I wanted to try of the keto cookies. I was like, let me try these. So I got the chocolate chip, the peanut butter, and then the coconut one. So these are each 190 calories, so they're actually less than the other. Still 15 grams of fat. Dang, that's a lot of fat. And then they are lower in carbohydrates, so it has 5 grams of fiber and then only 2 grams of sugar, which is really nice. Sugar alcohol though, they have in these. So, but I'll let you know how these go. So my goal this week is to just not add any extra food that I just don't need for this week. And then just focus on the weekend again, finding that balance and then getting below 150. I definitely want to get below 150. And then not buying oatmeal cream cookies again because it is still a trigger for me and I cannot control my portions. And then that's the thing is you constantly revisit those triggers and see if they still have a hold on you. And if they do, these are just the foods that you just cannot have in your house. Graham crackers is a huge one for me too. I made little cheesecakes a while back and I had the option of buying the box of graham crackers and I was like, no, let me not do that. So what we did was we bought the pre-crumbs, like they were crumbs already in a box, and that worked because they're still in the back and I still haven't eaten them because they're all crumbs. And then we'll use those for cheesecakes or any other little desserts that we need the graham crackers for. So that actually worked out. But then again, I haven't revisited graham crackers in a while. So I don't know. I don't know if it's going to give me a problem again. So maybe 6 years down, I will try those again. And probably in a year, I will try the oatmeal cream cookies again and see if it still has that same pull to me. But there's just particular foods that I just cannot have in the house because I cannot control myself. And then even there's foods that I can control, but I won't have them in the house when I don't need them. So a good example of this is soda. So I will usually have 1 or 2 sodas a week, and I will designate the weekend to have those sodas. And I am one who cannot buy a 12-pack of soda, or I will go through that whole 12-pack knowing that they're here. So what I do is I buy individual sodas, and I will only buy them when I use them. So usually on Friday, I will purchase 2 sodas to have on the weekend, or 1 soda depending on how much I want for that week. And then I will have them on the weekend and then they're gone for the rest of the week, so I don't have them back there. And that goes with any type of junk food or anything. I buy it as I need it. I don't have like a huge stock in the back of things just in case, because I'll go back there and I'll look and I'll be like, And then I don't know if you guys have this situation too, where if you open something, then personally, I want to constantly dig into it. So we have some chocolate. It was like a dark chocolate, Swiss chocolate bar thing. They're not open yet because I know once I open them, I'm going to want them. But because my daughter made a cake this past weekend, I was having that instead of opening a new package of something else. So that's another little trick that I found is that if I open it, I will dig into it, but if it's still sealed, like it hasn't been touched, then I will wait until I need it another time later. But yeah, so that's it. I am doing well. I am doing well, still maintaining my weight, even though I'm a little high. My goal though is to get, like I said, closer to 145, especially with training for this half marathon. I know the longer I run, the more I run, I'm going to drop weight pretty quickly. So I just need to get on track with the eating for sure and make the changes that I need to make. But yeah, so I will talk to you all next Monday and have a great day. Bye for now.